To understand the Menominee Nation, look to the land. Of the 9,000 tribal members, 4,000 live on the reservation. 350 square miles of pristine forest, lakes, and rushing rivers in northeastern Wisconsin. The Menominee Nation has been sustainably logging the forest for generations, but a congressional act in 1954 terminated the tribe's status as a sovereign nation and made their land and self-governance vulnerable. The reservation hospital, schools, and many services were either closed or scaled back. The Menominee Nation won back its status as a federally recognized tribe in 1973, but the period took its toll. Now, the Menominee Nation is rebuilding a culture of health with collaboration between tribal government, the health clinic, and the youngest members of the nation.
We've been here approximately 12,000 years. This is our world, and we're here forever. So we need to make sure that this world stays healthy, not only for us and our babies, but for 7 generations going forward. We're to try to judge the impact in any decisions we make.
So we start realizing we have to change our approaches to how we're gonna heal. And that's kind of one of the things we talked about is we can't do it ourselves. When people aren't coming to use your clinic in a preventive mode, it's more crisis-oriented, then we're not delivering that care. We're not being patient-centered. We got to find ways to connect with our patients.
Welcome, everyone, and today we are going to try on the second page.
What we need to do is to develop this coordination team within the clinic.
A lot of medical visits, a high percentage of them are related to trauma. You know, was there neglect in the home? Was there not enough food? You know, was one of the parents incarcerated? And trauma has a wide-ranging effect, both in mental health but also in physical health.
Textbooks that they're going to be using.
People sometimes kind of shame people or condemn them into, you know, you got to take better care of yourself, you know. Well, that's not very helpful. That's not trauma-informed. Trauma-informed says, you know, they're doing the best that they can. At any moment in life, people are doing their very best. Now, that doesn't mean they can't do better, okay? But, you know, to do better, you need a little more support.
For me, it's an honor to work here. It means so much to me, just coming from this community. So just to be a role model, I'm hoping that carries over enough to families and people that I know that, you know, they can make positive changes in their life.
That's what you're seeing now is more of a effort to transform how we're doing business in our agencies and be more trauma informed as we deal with our clients, because we have to heal, and if we can heal, let's heal those kids. You know, let's see if we can heal kids, because kids eventually become adults.
In our school system, we educate the whole child. If we open up our doors and we bring in the dental clinic, we bring in behavioral health, we bring in nutrition, all of those things are connected to kids doing well in school.
Yeah, really working on instilling good habits at home with these kids.
Keep brushing and flossing, okay? I'm gonna sit you up, all right? Great job. All right.
We don't know what their day has started like. We don't know what happened here on the playground. We don't know what happened on the bus ride in. We don't know if something was upsetting to them in the neighborhood or at home.
Move our name over to how we're feeling today.
But if we can come in and they can say to us, hey, I'm feeling pretty happy today, I'm gonna hit that happy face, or you know what, I'm a little concerned, or I'm a little worried or upset, I can hit these little buttons and I can give my teacher a signal of how I'm feeling. One of our new initiatives that we started last year that this year we've made some huge change to is the Secome Room, the Menominee word for peace. For some people, you might think of this is timeout, this is the timeout room, this is the in-school suspension. Well, ours is different, because in here, what we're doing is we're recognizing the emotions of kids who are coming in that are dysregulated. We're meeting the kids where they're at. We're acknowledging the emotions that they have. And when we're able to do that in a very calm setting, when you've got trained educators. You've got to get kids out of the red zone to green and yellow where learning can take place.
6.
When you have data that can back actual results from whatever the initiative is, all of a sudden you start getting that belief and you start having that pride.
Because if you respect, you're going to get love. If you respect, you have wisdom.
We've got kids who've got a lot of grit. And what we see is when kids are graduating through our system now like they are at above the state average, that tells us that our kids are resilient, but also it tells us our kids are healthy.